Yes, once again, drama, rock. Yes. Once again, I'm here, another day, where I present what I come to give to you all. Ha ha! Yo, I'm loving it. Didn't say much just now, but the love was tremendous. Yeah. Alright. Let's do it like this. I got the fairy thought, fucking with the ghetto. Mentality trap. Like mice, fucking trap. We gotta change our thought, our thinking process. And I'm speaking to the younger people, man. I'm speaking to the older people that think like the younger people. You know, the older people that's like in their 40s, maybe in their 50s. They like, yo, I wear my jeans beneath my ass, my nigga. Like I'm a 20-year-old kid and shit, dog. I got 2 and 3 kids. You know what I mean? I'm a grown ass man. I go to work. I take care of my business, dog. Question. Grown man, take care of his business, dressed like young boys, pants hanging down, walking the streets with his son, got groceries, all of you got clothes from Foot Locker, no matter. You gotta set the example for the youth. Don't let the youth give us the example to follow, man. Why is we following this all backwards? Tell me, people, why are we following the youth and the youth is showing us how we supposed to dress as grown-ups? That's totally incorrect. It makes no sense at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So on top of it, the parents always was the upbringers. The parents teach the children how to dress. And, you know, the child will eventually have their own way of dressing. It could be the same how you gave it to them, or they could have their own idea. That could be real awkward. So, you know, yeah. So, aren't we, that's the grown-ups supposed to raise your children? But the whole thing, when you raise your kids may not stay in the same frame of mind that you have raised them if it's a positive vibe. They get out with old homeboy, homegirl, and they get ideas. Ideas turn to getting drugs, drinking, smoking, maybe gang living. There's a bunch of ideas when you younger that you got that's incorrect, but sound like, yo, this is what it is. Let's rock, let's roll. You know what I mean? And then as you get older, you hear people all the time when they get in their late 30s, 40s. Oh yeah, and I was young, I was dumb. When I was young, it was so much, you know, I thought I had the world mapped out. You know what I'm saying? And then some people tell you, oh, when I was young, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then try to give you witnesses to verify how ignorant they was. But the youth is becoming ignorant and we are losing our fucking kids, man. You know what I'm saying? We're losing our daughters to the most of the insane fucking celebrity style they fucking giving us. All the stupid hair and shit that they fucking wearing. These wild ass fucking colors. These fucking kids is lost. And you know what I'm saying? How the fuck you give somebody directions? And then when you give them the directions, do they still follow? So if I give you a map and you got to read a map and you traveling, you're not going to read a map because you got to read it. But if you got a machine like a GPS, you're going to follow the map. Either way, you being directed and you need direction. So whether it's the map or the GPS, direction is direction. So are we walking into a positive direction or a terrible negative one? You're living a lot of this game type situation. You know what I'm saying? Losing our sons. Our sons are so fucking ignorant despite what they've been taught. They look at the people that teach different than what the parents have taught. All celebrities. So you say, okay, it's not the celebrity fault if they're not preaching this, but the celebrity give you certain things to intrigue you with. Celebrities give you certain things to make you feel like, yo, if I could get my hands on that, I could live a better life. So you can't just blame celebrities, but you can't also just blame yourself. And then sometimes no one is to blame when someone's been taught the correct way. If you've been taught how to do something properly and you decide to do it differently, despite what you've been taught, then, you know what I'm saying? What falls on you, falls on you. But when you're dealing with kids and raising kids, that shit falls on the parents. You know what I mean? And then some parents not inclined or not keyed in to what their kids doing. Until after they get into some type of trouble in the streets or get in trouble with law enforcement, then that's not my child, my child. I know my child. Well, if you know your child, then you need to put a lock and key on your child, but not a lock and key where you got them, where they run away because they feel like there's no expression of freedom or no respect because they're not the parent. But we are losing our kids daily. And we're not just losing our kids through fucking game banging. We're losing our kids to the celebrities. Some celebrities can get on that fucking TV screen, tell your child some shit in their head, and your child follow it. You tell your child some shit face to face as a concerned parent, love as a parent. You know what I mean? Nothing more but a parent wants the best for the child. Your child look at you, probably talk to you in a disrespectful manner, walk out the house, run to a friend's house for a couple of days. All this wild fucking nonsense these fucking young youth is doing because they don't understand what the fuck is going on right now. They think they do. So we always at a point at some time of life when we was younger and we thought we understood some shit, and it wasn't until we grew and got older like, yo, this ain't no fucking shit right here for me to be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So we know that these people are trying to kill our kids before they grow. They're trying to tell you your kid got ADHD, all these other crazy mental malfunctions. And then want your child to take all these medicines. And then your child take all these fucking medicines. Your child become unfunctional for real. So you went from a functional child to you get what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you. So we gotta get keyed in more with our children, man. We can't lose our kids. It's one thing back in a few years ago, it was always like gang banging, especially for boys. But now everybody's getting lost in this shit, son. You got grown-ups trying to follow the generations that's fucking they kids' age. Why is we doing this? We are supposed to be the leaders setting the fucking example for those that don't know. You understand where I'm coming from? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As parents, you try to have the less worries as possible. But like I said, even if a parent treat their kids right and give them the right living instructions on how to live correctly, kids will always have their own ideas. When we was kids, we had our own ideas. Some of us was rebels against our parents' authority and their words. And then some of us wasn't rebels. We made that little sneaky stuff, but we was like, oh man, my parents don't play that, so I better not get caught. These kids now coming up, sometimes they got rough parents. Maybe they don't see the same roughness in the parent that they challenge. And it's a challenge. Why? You know what I'm saying? I'm helping you out. You're going to school. You know, I give you food. I provide what I can provide for you. You know? And then you don't feel like what? You don't feel respected? You don't feel like what? You don't feel like there should be guidelines for you because you're growing? So now the guidelines change and you make the law in order? You are the enforcer? Come on, man. How is it that kids feel like they have the right now to raise their home and that they have no regards for the parents that's taking care of them? And then they got demands like they cable vision. Sometimes these kids demand you get them something, a phone, buy the phone, pay the rent on the phone. They just demand stuff. And you're like, how do you demand something when you dependent on me? And then my demands ain't supposed to be met. Why? Because I'm your parent? This is all crazy. But we got to join together. We got to join forces with our children, man. You know what I'm saying? Make them realize that we're their alliance that they need. The alliance is not in the streets. It's not the chick with the guitar on TV. It's not the dudes with the nice things on TV. What it is you trying to deal with reality. So the better we could work with virtues and morals within our home, we have a chance of bringing the right kids, or upright kids. These kids are insane, man. They letting this music get to them. They don't even know half of this thing that's going on in life that's affecting them, that's beyond the music. Maybe it could be the parents that's not making it known. But it is known that we are suffering. And we can't suffer and let our kids suffer. This is why we say crap that we say. I work 2 jobs to take care of you. I work a job to make sure you okay. You do all this, right? But then we gotta be okay as a family. Not okay in my position helps me to take care of you, and you can't take care of yourself, and then you're not even trying to take care of us together as in a joint function. So fathers, grab your sons, you see them, if you know them, and you're not ignorant, you're not no gang banging type of father, or one of them ignorant fathers like, yeah, I was showing my son how to bag up weed. I showed my son, yeah, look, he got a gun on him. Word? Yeah, how's your son again? 6, 7? Oh, that's wild, son. He gonna be just like you. That's fucking stupid. Cause you survived, and then you still living. So how you know you even survived? Cause depend what you was doing in your past life, it may come back around. So then you want your son to have the same problems? He with his kid or wife, and then he running from people that he done something to 4 or 10 years ago, and it's so happy to remember or them remember, and now it's on. Grab your sons, man, please. You know what I mean? Grab your daughters too, because sometimes some daughters listen better to their father than their mother. But as a father or a mother, single parent, because there are some single parents out there as fathers. Either way, work with the mother. If you can, father, work with the mother, mother, work with the father, get our kids off these streets. Let's clean these streets up. You always hear the mayors of the city talking about, yo, we're going to clean the streets up. Los Angeles, Boston, New York, they all want to clean the streets up. Sometimes cleaning the streets is our kids in these damn streets, and that's who they talking about cleaning up if they into any type of, I guess, illegal or things that shouldn't be involved in. So let's clean our family up before the streets get to them, and the governor or somebody said, we're going to clean the streets up, and then your child's in jail or some shit like that, facing prison terms. Let's get our kids. Our kids is getting stuck into this matrix. They're getting stuck into this demonic devil stuff. All these kids is throwing up devil signs that we didn't throw up as a kid. We didn't even know some of these signs, some of us, at all. None of your friends was doing this. So why we have 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old in photo shots taking devil signs, worshiping the pagan god. And it's sad that some of these people, these kids, these are kids, and their parents worship the pagan god, and then they allow their kids to worship the pagan god. So why are they worshiping the devil? And see, you have people out here worshiping the devil, and if you're not and your kids not, that's who they want. Your kids. So it has come to that term in life where we have to protect not just ourselves, we have to protect our children by all means necessary. Our sons, our daughters. We got to get them away from this fucking Matrix Illuminati bullshit, because they trying to make them into kids that's not going to be kids for very long. And kids already have their own mind at times. So I'm out on that note.